Materialism is the obsession with, possessions.
I just want to see the money in my account. I don't need it all, but I just need the money in my account so I can show off.
And they'll do anything to get that money. Money gives happiness.
I wanted to say that. I agree.
It does.
Yes.
But I don't think it gives joy. Joy is happiness that lasts, regardless of whether you have something or not.
They prioritize luxury over people and relationships.
Those people I feel are not on your level. You guys are probably on the same level.
A materialistic person will want to show off on social media.
The posting is not even a problem. Their caption. That's when you just select. If you don't post, what will be on our social media?
So all these people that you idolize on social media saying, this person is perfect. This person has my dream life. Easy.
Imagine posting your best picture and getting 10 likes. If you are walking on the road and 10 people complain, tell me you won't go home happy. Okay.
At least now we can work towards not being materialistic anymore.
Welcome to the Timeline Show.
Hi there. Welcome to Timeline. My name is Precious Jacob, and on today's episode, I'll be taking the steering from Jennifer as your host while she rides along. Hi Jennifer, how you doing?
Girl, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. On today's episode, we'll be navigating the intricacies of materialism and the effect that it has on us. When I say us, I mean youths, younger generations like me, Jennifer, and you. How about we get into it? Don't get lost on the way.
Period.
So materialism, Jennifer, is a big deal. I feel like materialism is a topic that really doesn't get talked about so often because people just see materialism as something that should just be laughed about.
Yeah.
But let me just give like a little background. Materialism is a tendency to place material possessions above every other thing in life. To like see material possessions as, the main thing that should be achieved in life. Mind you, I'm not saying that, you should not strive to, do things to make sure that you end up wealthy or rich, but there's a limit to everything. You cannot try to overdo it and make it look like money is like everything that you should achieve in life, Jennifer.
Just like my host said, she has said basically everything that you need to know about materialism. Materialism is the obsession with, possessions. It's the obsession with things that they are there, they are wants, but they are not needs. And then putting them over your relationships, experiences, and things that actually matter in life. And like you said, it's not like they're telling you not to even go after stuff, but just prioritize it. Where materialism comes into play is when they now put it above things that matter.
Especially relationships.
Yeah. And since a lot of people you go on social media and you just see the rage when it comes to things that I'm like, this is a bag.
Exactly.
Like, why are you struggling?
Why are we all running mad over this particular thing? The need to want to, pursue wealth is not a bad thing at all. As a matter of fact, I want to be rich. I want to make it in life. Jennifer, do you want to make it in life?
Of course I do.
Because everybody wants to live comfortably. But then, there's a part where you know that I think I'm trying to stray. Exactly.
We're not saying that you should not actually work hard to get things. Yes, you can buy yourself the things you want.
Yeah.
But the moment you see yourself working hard just for the sole purpose of getting that thing, without caring about, the backlash of, you're disconnected with family, disconnected with friends, your relationship is not doing well, your academics are not doing great because you want to go on this trip or you want to do this thing.
I want to buy that particular bag or something.
It's a problem. Materialism is a huge problem that affects youth.
Absolutely, it is a problem. One of the very few characteristics of a materialistic person, because now I'm trying to draw the line between, being materialistic and wanting money.
Yeah.
What a materialistic person will seek comfort in money. You just want to have money. I remember speaking to somebody and then the person was like, I just want to see the money in my account. I don't need it all, but I just need the money in my account so I can show off.
Yeah.
The person, a materialistic person will want to just have money, just because I need to, meet up to a particular standard or a particular status to show people that.
And they'll do anything to get that money.
They'll do absolutely anything
to get that money. They might even borrow just to have that money in the account, like you said.
Of course.
And then they feel like money gives them happiness. They've been this discourse has been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
They're like, does money give happiness or not? Look at those rich celebrities. They are rich, but you see that most of them, some of them have failed relationships. So you see that it does not actually keep the whole family together or something. Money gives happiness.
I wanted to say that. I agree.
It does.
Yes.
But I don't think it gives joy. Joy is happiness that lasts regardless of whether you have something or not. Joy is in-depth, like it comes from within.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of media posts, they'll tell you that when you get this thing you feel happy. Momentarily, what happens when you don't have that?
Absolutely.
And that's one thing that they have in common. Like they feel like money will give them happiness,
and
money
all the
keeps
happiness
solving
in the
their
world.
problem.
Exactly. To me, money is, a source of joy, a source
Yeah.
of happiness to a lot of people, because especially me, when you receive a credit alert like this, there's just this happiness that comes with it. But like you said, it doesn't give joy at all. Another characteristic is that they prioritize luxury over people and relationships.
Yeah.
There's one thing that relationship can do for you that money can, right? But not as much as, relationship will. Because there are times where you need something, and you just, maybe I know somebody that knows another person, and then you get into that position.
Yeah.
You get that job, you get this.
They'll sell you just to get a chance at getting one luxury
Exactly.
thing.
You can actually bribe your way in, but it is different, So a materialistic person will prioritize luxury, getting bags, getting shoes, partying with the big girls,
and
over, bonding with your parents or bonding with your family, and then they just end up losing so many relationships.
And then have you talked about competition? They see everybody as competition. Even
Yeah.
people that don't even know that they're even being watched. You go on social media, you see a lot of influencers, they post stuff, and they are just like, how to be them? I want to be them. I want to be them.
Just as
and then they
their
feel
life is
people that are not
perfect.
even on their own level. And that's like the biggest delusion of all things, because those people that feel are not on your level, you guys are probably on the same level, but because you have already used, like, you want to attain a
Just
certain
idolize
path,
them.
you now feel that those people are not on your level anymore. The social status, they want to be seen as those big girls, like you said, they will party, they want to be a big girl, a big boy, and it's common among youths. I mean, adults too, they get materialistic, but it's
very
particularly
prevalent
common
among
youths,
youth, because
teenagers,
that
younger
in this our time, a lot of people want to show that they are the big people. Another characteristic is that a materialistic person will want to show off on social media. Posting on social media is not a problem. Personally, I don't like to post, right? But I don't think that somebody that likes to post is a materialistic person. But as long as you're doing this for some sort of thumbs up from people,
the posting is not even a problem. Their caption, that's when you will just see them.
Exactly.
Like that is where you will see them, because we're not saying don't post. Celebrities post. If you don't post, what will be on our social media? But they will post just for the purpose of spiting somebody.
Or just
have you won this bag? They're seeking validation from people,
Yeah.
and then they get hot when they don't get the validation that they seek.
Exactly. I was about to say that self-esteem, most of these people that are materialistic, you would notice that most of them do not even, like, their self-esteem level is not as high as you think. So all these people that you idolize on social media saying, this person is perfect, this person has my dream life, easy.
Yeah.
Like, take it easy, because nobody has it perfect. Like, nobody has it 100% at all.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, a lot of people are trying to, like, attain that social status, but even these e-celebrities, like we call them, they also have their own flaws. So, like, don't try to kill yourself in order to attain, something that you feel like is real.
And
It
then
might not
there's
even be
one,
real.
like, I don't know how true this is, because I mean, I do it sometimes. They say you shop when you're sad. And it's like, okay, retail therapy. We've already colonized it and we call it retail therapy. But apparently it's a characteristic of a materialistic person.
Yeah.
When they feel like when you're sad, shopping will elevate your mood. You see the same thing I've been saying. Yes, it will give you momentary happiness. You already have that, you've gotten it, you're happy. When you get it, what next? When you feel sad again, you buy another one. When you do not have money, what do? You borrow to keep up with that lifestyle. You steal. You get angry when people around you cannot give you what you want because you cannot now show off.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, these are the things. Materialism is rampant everywhere. A lot of youths, a lot of adults are guilty of it, but particularly among the younger generation. Still, don't, like, again, I will emphasize, we're not saying you should actually get nice things of life.
I'm not saying you should be poor.
It's nice to look nice. It's nice to do nice stuff for yourself. But the moment you begin to put that over things that actually matter, and they'll tell you, but it matters to me. Let's be for real now. Your connection, your families, your friends, they should actually, like, be at the top of the priority scale than that bag you want. You see them, they are now extremely brand conscious.
Yes.
If
I wear Gucci
they are
today,
not wearing
tomorrow I'm
this
wearing
brand,
this.
or if they are not wearing a particular brand, you now see them, they will go to the market and get fake just to show off. I mean, there was a time that Gucci said that they've not pushed I think nobody from Africa, or I think Nigeria has purchased from they've not purchased in, I think,
a particular product, but then we're seeing
we're seeing it everywhere. So where are they? I mean, I said to use personal shoppers, but come on, let's be for real now. Like these are the issues. Like materialism would make you feel like you cannot wear what somebody in your country is making for you. You need to patronize somebody else. You need to, advertise that person's own. I think I remember an influencer that said this is from this foreign company, but I can't say this person
because this person is in Nigeria.
What is that company paying you? Those
because
are
they already
issues.
have a big name. I mean, these are the characteristics,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean that once you post on social media so often, or once you buy things, or once you shop to make yourself happy, that you're a materialistic person. No,
Yeah.
I promise that I am not saying that, but I'm just saying that we should know when to draw the line.
Yeah.
But then when we talk about materialism, I start to wonder, why are so many people materialistic? Because I said this is very, very prevalent with younger adults, youths and teenagers. But why exactly are we on a rampage? To get things that my mother will always say, you see that thing that you feel like is the best thing for you in the future, just calm down. You will eventually get there.
Yes,
and then
now,
when you actually get it, you just feel like, so this was what I was killing myself about.
Most of the things that are trending now, like they were trending in 2000.
Exactly.
We call it Y2K now. We call it all those things. But you see that, just calm down. You get there, or that thing will finally even come to you.
Yeah, we cannot speak about the causes of materialism without highlighting social media. Before I start, I must say that I am not saying that social media is bad. I love social media and I use social media a lot.
Yeah,
but there
there's
has
a lot
been
of good things
exactly, but there have been a lot of peer influence and showing off and making other people feel like they are not up to par with your status. They are not, they're not good enough. Even bullying. Like a lot of people bully people that, I have this particular brand. Do you? Captions like that that would
but even
trigger
people that post just so that, like, they're just posting their pictures. People are also in the comment section telling them they are showing off.
True.
I mean, they'll even go there and tell them that you're showing off, you're trying to show us that you have this, you have that. But some people are just posting. So it has to do with you, because a lot of people go on social media.
That's why there's a very thin line.
They see things and they don't get bothered by it. Some people go there and feel oppressed.
Exactly. That's why I said, like, most of the time it's even a self-esteem problem, because most of these celebrities that even post stuff, they just post them because, let me say, a sponsorship, for instance, and then you're there killing yourself because why can't I afford this thing? Why is my life not as good as this person?
If they tell you, have you gotten this back? They tell them, no,
I haven't, because I cannot
and
afford
move on
it.
from it. Like, you small you get there. Like,
exactly.
You said peer pressure too, and this one even has to do with our environment. We see a lot of things like going on around us, and just be like, I need to get on this train, I need to do this. But it should not be so. Like, there are things that matters. Like, there are things, take your academics seriously. When you put in the better things, all those things will come easy to you. When you set the foundation now, the next thing you see yourself dabbling into things that should not even be, because you want to fit into a lifestyle that you would actually attain later on.
Exactly. You see it on the street, see it in our communities, where you see that, a young girl got something, and then her friends are like, why did I not get this thing? Why? Are we no age mates? Why can't I get this?
Bone straight. Why did they get so expensive?
Oh my god.
Because all of a sudden somebody wore it, and then people started feeling like, I need to get this. And you know that this kind of things don't pass Nigerians by. Like, they would increase the prices just because
people are looking for it, of course.
People now put prices on things. You see someone will buy something of 50K that should have been like 5,000, and then they'll tell you that it's quality. Yeah,
it's quality that matters. I mean, quality actually matters, but then the hike in price does not even exactly mean that it's quality. We cannot say pressure without speaking about family pressure. A lot of people in harsh environments, especially in their homes, go through a lot of pressure from their parents. Was it not your friend that got this the other day? Was it not your friend that did this for her mother? Meanwhile, you don't even know the source of this person's income, and then you now start feeling bad and start thinking of devising means to go out of your way to
mental health problems. Then feeling a void. We mentioned that some people shop when they are sad. Now I can't even lie, a lot of people are sad. Like, a lot of people are going through a lot of things, and it makes them feel like, okay, I need to actually buy these things to make myself feel happy. And the same thing we'll be saying, like, all of those things will just give you that happiness, fictional happiness. It makes you feel like, okay, you've gotten this thing. But what happens when you can no longer afford it? Absolutely. What happens when you don't have the money to buy that thing that you think is going to make you happy? What are you going to do?
Exactly.
You have to create, like, ways that you can make yourself happy on your own
exactly.
Without having to rely on material possessions.
I absolutely agree with you. Those are words on marble, Jennifer. But right now we'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll continue the conversation.
The first season of Timeline is on. The journey so far has been amazing and impactful. The world needs change agents. The world needs me, you, and all of us. Join me on Timeline as we continue to share important information and discuss social issues that would help someone out there. Let's continue to advocate for critical changes on issues affecting our world today, and together, amplify messages that provide answers to burning questions. Our journey continues as we create awareness and promote shifts in health matters and other social issues that will alleviate personal and communal struggles, guided by international laws and best practices. Join me on Timeline exactly 7 p.m. every Friday on Youth Network's YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and turn on the notification button. You can become an agent of positive change by dropping your comments in any of our episodes as a contributor or as a professional. Join the conversation respectfully.
Welcome back to the Timeline podcast. I believe that you're enjoying this particular session. We just finished the causes of materialism, and right now we're looking at the effect that materialism has on the individuals. But before we get into that, Jennifer, I have a question for you, my darling.
All right, sure.
With all these causes, that we have mentioned, do you feel like you're a materialistic person?
Well, I think I would not say I'm a materialistic person, but I do have some of the characteristics, just not all. So it's just things that I can actually work on, but not necessarily. How about you?
I mean, I don't think I'm a materialistic person.
But you shock when you're sad.
I do, but that's just one. That's just one.
I mean, one that you're willing to admit.
Of course. I mean, I agree. So now we're moving to the effects that materialism has on the individuals. First off, let's not forget the mental effect that it has on them.
Yeah.
A lot of people go through anxiety, depression. Like I remember when I think there was a video circulating in 2021, I guess, where a slay queen in quote went to a store where they sell wigs, and then she was caught stealing, and they're like, you look like you have made it, you look like you have everything that you need, why are you stealing? And then she's like, I have a reputation to maintain. Everybody on social media feels like I'm a queen, and I'm like, can you see? Like,
and then
she was totally out of it. I mean, they did not take her to a police station, but she had to go through so many mental stress because they dragged her.
Yeah.
And you know how it can be on social media.
Yeah.
They dragged her a whole lot. Also, crime. A lot of people venture into very weird and outrageous things just to make sure that they're keeping up. I want to buy the latest this brand, or I want to buy the latest this or this. I want to achieve this. And most of them, they even give themselves targets.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, they would go and steal. And that's I feel like that's one of the reasons why a lot of criminal activities are going on, especially with the youths.
And the media space can be really brutal.
Yeah.
Even those that their parents put them pressure on them and telling them, see your family, look at other people are doing, look at what they are doing for their family.
Yeah.
They just venture into like different mental stages because it's like, how do I keep up with this? How am I trying to like navigate life as well as face the pressure that my parents put on me? You understand?
Yeah.
And then the mental health of even those too that post on social media and they face bullying. Especially those that just post, like even those that are posting innocently. Innocently. Yeah. They are being bullied for it. And then those two that post and they want to just seek validation too, and they don't now get the validation they seek. Especially
the people that want to seek validation, because when they don't get that validation that they are seeking for, in fact it feels like
they feel very sad.
And if they're tying their happiness and everything to that particular, maybe some of them are even harnessing for comments, like comments, go girl, you got everything, you're perfect.
There was someone that said, like, imagine posting your best picture and getting 10 likes, and then someone told the person, if you are walking on the road and 10 people compliment me, tell me you won't go home happy.
Exactly.
These are the things people are always they will judge you by your likes, your retweets and everything.
Yeah, social media is a whole different space entirely. And we must know that social media is not exactly as real as we think it is.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things that social media has, help people achieve, their businesses and all of that. But the lives of everybody is not the same. Like, all fingers are not equal.
You're only seeing what they are showing you.
Exactly.
You don't know the behind the scenes.
Not everybody posts their sadness. A lot of people will just post only, I got this 3 years ago and I'm getting this now. Nobody will tell you that they are sad. So they're probably even going through stuff that you're going through as well. Exactly. But then,
And then look at crime. These people will go through any way to get what they want. Yeah. Venture into crime, see fraud starts increasing, see a lot of things. And these people, there are people that also want something. They work hard to get it. But you are feeling the pressure and you now decide that it's crime. Then you are materialistic because in case you are now wondering, okay, I want something nice. How far are you willing to go to get that thing? That's what
Actually.
makes you a materialistic
Because
person.
why should you even try to, let me say, steal or even kidnap people?
Just to feel among people are not, they're not even looking at you. Like
Exactly, they're not even
you.
exactly looking at you. I promise you. I feel like the main thing that every youth out there, everybody out there should focus on is self-control. Because if you can control yourself, control yourself, control, what you want, separate what you want from what you need, I feel like it will just go a long way. Because the fact that a lot of people are not speaking about materialism doesn't mean that it is not a big deal. Exactly. A lot of people go through stuff because they're trying to achieve some status, trying to get likes and comments from a lot of people, and it's really not something. I just feel like it is not something that we should be talking about like this. We should just be saying, oh, a lot of Nigerians are no longer materialistic. Oh, thankfully this has been done. Not stuff like going into crime. I feel like this is one of the reasons why insecurity is something that thrives in this part of the world. Because I remember when a kidnapper was, caught, and then they had an interview with him, and he was speaking English, blowing grammar, and I'm like, this person must be
educated.
A lot of people work hard, and most people that work hard do not even exactly have it easy. Like, not everybody has it easy, but the fact that you're saying something on social media means that you just feel like, oh, you want to get everything.
And then family dynamics goes down the drain because you're putting something over the other one suffers.
Yes.
Now, materialism, you're obsessing over wealth, you're obsessing over material possessions, and you don't have a good relationship with your family members, with your friends.
People.
You're just like, some people go into relationship because they want that person to sponsor their lifestyle, and when they don't get it, they feel this person does not love me. Placing the love that your family or your friends will have for you on what they can get you. That's not how things should be done. Things you should consider, like the intrinsic values these people are giving to you. What can they offer you that minus money? If you want something, so but you work for it, you work for it legally.
Life does not exactly revolve around money. Also, the financial strain. Like, a lot of people. I remember hearing a story of a lady that when she earns in a month, she uses more than 50% to just make herself happy, in quote. But like the other not necessary things that you need your money for, now is suffering. You probably cannot even buy food because now you're using that little chunk of your salary now to, try and meet up with what the society thinks is real, or what the society feels that, or what social media feels like, is the limit. Exactly.
And there's this movie I saw, like, I don't know, like Smart Money Woman, and they were like trying to teach us the importance of using your money wisely. You get, and the person, the protagonist of the movie, all the money she had, she was earning a lot of money, but it was going into the wrong things. Once she gets it, she was owing rent. She was the most important part of her life. When her mother got sick, she could not even afford it. But she had a nice car. You don't feel fulfilled with what you have. You are never fulfilled because you feel like you need something to trump it. You need this. When you get this bag, okay, now I've gotten the Chanel bag. Now what again do I need? I need a Coach bag. I need something that is bigger than this.
Exactly. That is actually the problem, because when it feels like, this is the thing that I need to get that will make me happy. But when you eventually get that thing, you will definitely be looking for something else to, meet up with it, something that will surpass it, so that people can think that you are all of that. Now we have to talk about the solution, because we cannot just say, this is the effect, this is what causes it, without saying this is something that should be done to make sure that this should not even like be a topic of discussion in the nearest future, because a lot of people suffer with this, and most of them do not even like have people to talk to. So first off, I think I would just recommend therapy. First off, especially for people with low self-esteem or anxiety problem or depression issues.
They need, money to fill a void.
Exactly, as a result of things that you see on social media. Also, a lot of people just need therapy. Like, therapy is not something that is really revered in Nigeria, but there are a lot of places, there are a lot of, places that offer free therapy. You can just talk to somebody and they'll make you like feel better. And that way you realize that you do not exactly need money as the main source of your happiness.
And then look at entrepreneurship too. Like, people need to, venture into different ways of making money legally. I think when you make your money legally, it will be hard for you to spend it anyhow.
Of course.
It's when you venture into crime and you see money from there, you think that, okay, I've made it big.
Easy
you now
money.
decide to go and buy things that don't even matter.
But still, there are people.
Don't do crime. Do something that is legal. And when you are working hard, you will not even feel the need to buy those things that you think will make you feel whole.
Also, everybody, like, whether you're materialistic or not, everybody should just limit their social media consumption. I know a friend that he has a social media time, like from this time to this time he's on social media. After this time, he's no longer on social media. Social media is, nice. I mean, the world is a global village right now. But when you know that this particular content is making you feel less of yourself, or it's just making you feel like you're not good enough, I feel like you should know how to maybe cut down on it or block. You know, like that's the reason for the block button. You can just block some people that make you feel like you have not really achieved stuff in life, or they just make you feel like you're not really doing enough. Also, learn skills. Like learning a skill is something that will even take off your mind, like take your mind off a lot of other things. You can learn a skill, make a living for yourself, and maybe when you even learn the skill and start making money from there, you can spend your money as you want. Because at that point, you're working hard for it. And then, as long as you're working hard for it, you will know how to separate wants from needs.
Also, build like strong social connections.
Absolutely.
Yes, like your family, you build time with them, you build time with your partner. When you have a good relationship with them, it will be the less time you spend, scrolling on social media and trying to see who is wearing this or wearing that. You enjoy family time. Your family dynamic is perfect. You can be able to, those things that you feel like you need will actually be just things that you want, and you can actually just put them down the scale. You get them, but at least you get them and be happy with the best people around you.
I feel like there's something that social connection does with our mental health, because you would notice that if you're probably like in a fight with somebody that you really like, say a family or friend, you'll just be feeling very uncomfortable. But then when you're like in good relationship with everybody, there's just this joy that you start to feel. Also, practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Also, self-affirmations. Tell yourself that, I'm grateful for this. I am loved. I am the best person out there. I have everything that I want. I am content. Stuff like that will actually help. And it doesn't even feel like, at first, it might not even feel like you're doing anything per se. But when you continue practicing it, like when you continue doing it, you will just notice that your mind shifts, like you shift your focus away from these things that are supposed to make you happy, because most of the time they're a facade, they're an illusion basically, because these things are not actually, they shouldn't actually be like the source of your happiness. They should, your joy, like you said, should come from within.
I mean, you said it at this point. I can't believe that you're actually not materialistic,
girl. So this is where we draw the wrap on today's episode. I'm sure that you enjoyed the conversation. Jennifer,
did. And girl, I'm not materialistic.
Oh,
I'm not.
I'm happy. At least now we can work towards not being materialistic anymore. And I hope that everybody out there works towards not being materialistic anymore. Now follow us on all our social media platforms at Hued Network and continue the conversation in the comment section. I am Precious Jacob.
And I am Jennifer Agency.
And we'll be seeing you.
Bye.